Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I want to talk about something close to my heart, and I believe close to yours too. It's about that still small voice that's calling you, that voice that isn't just in your mind but deep in your heart. It's the voice of Jesus. He's calling you, he's calling me, and he's calling each of us with a purpose. You might feel unworthy, unprepared, maybe even unsure if you're the right person for the job. But I want to remind you that Jesus doesn't call the perfect, he calls the willing. And he's looking for those who will step out in faith with open hearts, ready to follow his lead. Let's start with this question. Have you ever felt a deep tugging in your soul? Maybe late at night or early in the morning, in that quiet moment when all the distractions fade away and there's just you and your thoughts. It's in these moments that Jesus speaks. His voice doesn't shout, it whispers, nudging us towards him. If you're hearing that voice, know this, it's real, it's intentional, and it's powerful. Jesus isn't calling you by accident, he's calling you because he sees you, loves you, and knows you have a part to play in his story. So, how do you recognize his call? Start by listening. Ask yourself, what is it that keeps coming back to your heart? Is it a desire to help others, to share his word, to bring healing, love, and hope to people who are hurting? That's his voice, and he's asking you to be his messenger. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be willing. Now let's talk about the doubts. Every one of us has doubts. You might be thinking, why would Jesus choose me? I'm not good enough. I don't have the skills, the knowledge, or the strength. But remember this, God has never called anyone who was perfect. Look at Moses, who doubted his ability to speak. Look at Peter, who denied Jesus 3 times. Look at Paul, who once persecuted Christians. Jesus chooses people who are imperfect but willing. When he calls you, he's not asking you to be someone you're not. He's asking you to be who he created you to be. And as you step into that calling, he will equip you. His strength will carry you, his wisdom will guide you, and his love will empower you to reach those who are lost and searching for truth. Imagine standing before someone who is broken, hopeless, or lost, and being the voice of Jesus in their life. Imagine being the one who says, you are loved, you are valued, Jesus sees you and he cares for you deeply. The impact you can have is beyond what you can imagine, because it's not just you speaking, it's Jesus speaking through you. Jesus said, I am the light of the world, and he calls us to be lights too. The world is full of people who feel lost, abandoned, unseen. They're searching for meaning, for hope, for love. And that's where you come in. Jesus needs your voice to speak to them, to be that light in the darkness. Maybe you're wondering, how can I, just one person, make a difference? The answer is simple, by being obedient to the call. Sometimes it's just a smile, a kind word, a prayer, or an act of love that can turn someone's life around. Jesus wants you to be his voice, his hands, his heart, to those who are searching. All right, let's talk about some practical steps. How can you actually live this out in your day-to-day life? First, start with prayer. Ask Jesus to open your heart, to give you wisdom and courage, and to show you where he wants you to go. It could be in your workplace, your community, even online. Next, listen. Listen to the needs of those around you. Jesus often calls us to reach the people in our everyday lives, friends, family, co-workers. Look for opportunities to share his love, to speak life, to bring hope. And finally, step out in faith. Don't let fear hold you back. Jesus promises to be with you every step of the way. Remember, you're not doing this alone. When you answer his call, he walks with you, speaks through you, and loves through you. You're simply the vessel, he's the power. So here's my challenge to you. If you feel that call in your heart, don't ignore it. Lean into it. Jesus needs your voice. He's calling you because there's someone out there who needs exactly what you have to offer. Maybe it's your story, your testimony, your kindness, your prayers, whatever it is, it matters. Right now, I want to encourage you to say yes to Jesus. Let him use you in ways you've never imagined. Be his voice to the lost, his heart to the hurting, his light in the darkness. The world needs people who will stand up, answer the call, and say, here I am, Lord, send me. Thank you for being here today. If this message spoke to you, if you feel that calling in your heart, please share this video with someone who might need to hear it too. Let's keep this light spreading, and let's answer the call together. Subscribe to Trinity Works Motivation.